Hello everybody and welcome to the Season 1 finale here of the FC25 Career Mode Dream Team series. We have built a hybrid squad using players from the 3 FC25 Career Modes we did on the channel over the last year with Celtic, Manchester United and of course Club de Foot Montreal. We have put them into our FC24 club in Oxford United, and as you can see here lads, we are part of one of the most insane Premier League title races of all time. Here we are in the final episode. Only 2 Premier League weekends to go. And not 1, not 2, but 5 teams can still win the Premier League title. It is absolutely incredible. Only 2 points separating first place Manchester City and 5th place Aston Villa, who both have 2 games to go. As you can see there, we are in 3rd place, 1 point behind City and Arsenal in 1st and 2nd, and 1 place ahead of Liverpool and Aston Villa in 4th and 5th. But as you can also see, we have 1 game in hand over all of those 4 teams, which will be the first game of this episode against Fulham. It promises to be a cracking episode, lads. And just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, look at who we're playing on the final day of the season. Arsenal, who are currently in 2nd place. I know it sounds cliche, I said this in the last episode, but it does feel like we have 3 cup finals to play. And technically, all going well for us and for Arsenal, this game here against them could end up being the official Premier League Cup final. I'm super excited for this episode, but I'm also super nervous. But without further ado, lads, let's get into it. The first game against Fulham, I will play the highlights of that game, and then the games against Everton, and of course against Arsenal, we will play in full. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's kick things off here. Ida gets us going. Who is going to get the first attack in this game, though? It looks like it's going to be us. 6 minutes in, Adam Ida, who's been in red-hot form as of late. Only could be in here again. Oh, he lays it off. Daizen Maeda, another player who has also been in red-hot form. And we take full advantage of the first attack here in this game. Ida, who normally scores them, setting up Maeda, who is a bit of a mix. He can score them and he can set them up. And it gives us the perfect start here in this game against Fulham. Again, lads, I apologise if I don't sound in the best of health. Still have that lingering sore throat, which is very, very annoying. But I tell you what, it won't be annoying here, is if we go 2-0 up here. Oh, yes, we do! Wouldn't you just know it? It's Maeda again! Can you believe it? Daizen Maeda with 2 goals inside the opening 20 minutes. And we are surely now on the way to going top of the league. I might have just jinxed that, though. Now that I've said it out loud, I'm worried. I really am. And of course, Fulham get the next attack. Here's Wilson now. Let's try and stop them from whipping this ball in. Great tackle by Kone, who I have brought into the team instead of Kokchu. Kone has just been in so much better form lately. Lukic, though, will get the next attack here for Fulham. I will say I love that Fulham away kit. So, of course, this channel is called Straight Outta Cloyne. Cloyne being the village I'm from. And the traditional colours for the Cloyne GAA teams are red and black. And for the football team here as well. Or soccer, I suppose, to differentiate between that and Gaelic football. So I love a good red and black jersey, and I'll give it to Fulham. They have one here, but that's not a good strike. Thank the bloody Lord for that. Right, we get they get a corner kick now. God, they're getting all the highlights at the moment, but that's fine. Once they don't get anything from them, then I'll be a happy man. Wilson whips it in. Mazraoui will deal with that. Back out to Smith Rowe though. Oh, good strike. Thankfully, Sami Zayn makes the save. Oh, no. Oh, I thought we got the penalty for a second. Bloody hell, we scored the opening 2 goals, and it's been all Fulham since then. Raul Jimenez takes the penalty. I thought he'd missed it for a second. In off the post. And they are right back in this game. Oh, that's bloody so frustrating. Oh, now you give us a bloody attack right after they pull one back. Half an hour to go here. Oh, great ball. Adam Ida. Oh, what a save by Leno. What a save that was. We get the next attack as well. It's like they were waiting for Fulham to get a goal before they gave us a highlight. Right, let's try and call a second player here. I'm spamming R1 and it's not letting me bloody do anything. So I'm just going to have to whip this in. Oh, bloody hell, it was a scissor kick there. I think that was Adamida who went for it. Made full contact with the defender and not with the ball. Kokchu has come off the bench. Let's see if he can make an impact here. Ida, good turn. Not a great pass though, but Palmer did get there, but lost it basically right after he won it. Another corner for Fulham. This one has me very nervous. Technically a point might still be enough for us. Actually, no, it would be enough for us to go back on top of the table if they were to get a goal here, because we would have a better goal difference than Arsenal and Man City. But still, I'd rather get the win. That made me very nervous there, that shot. Oh, and we get a penalty now, thank bloody God. 5 minutes to go. Cole Palmer from the penalty spot. But if he scores this, it's game, set and match. What can the former Chelsea player do? He puts it into the back of the net, and that is surely that. We will be going top of the league with 2 games to go in this absolutely bonkers title race. I'm very, very happy with how this table is looking right now. We are top of the league by 2 points with 2 games to go. This puts us in a great position to go on and win the league title, but it is far from over yet. 2 very tough games coming up, Everton and Arsenal. I'm not taking either of them lightly, so let's hope we can keep this form and momentum up and get this Premier League title sealed. So here we are now at Goodison Park for the second of 3 cup finals. Again, it's very cliche, but still, I do think it is an appropriate statement to make as well, considering the circumstances. And of course, Everton will be the first team that we will be using in FC26. Not at this beautiful ground and historic ground of Goodison Park, but at their new stadium, the Hill Dickinson Arena, which I am going to stick to calling Brandymore Dock. So this is almost like a bit of a scouting mission coming up against the Toffees, the team we will be using in only a matter of weeks now at this stage. I'm very, very excited for it, but today they are the opponent and we need to put them to the sword. Enough of the pleasantries. I just want to get right into this game. Let's hope we can get a comfortable victory here, because even though we are 2 points clear now at the top, I still think goal difference will be important. I'd rather have the best goal difference in the league. Or sorry, I'd also like to have the best goal difference in the league as well as that points tally, because you never know when it might come in handy, especially when it's as tight as this at the top. But Hernandez here going on a great run. Oh, but gets intercepted there. I think by Jake O'Brien, my cousin. Here's Calvert-Lewin. And that is a genuine statement, by the way. Me and Jake O'Brien are actually related. So, I've never actually properly explained this on the channel, I don't think, as Everton nearly take the lead. I have mentioned that I'm related to him. His granddad and my nan are first cousins. So, yeah. Fair play to Jake, doing the family proud. Even though we've never met, but still. Here's Cole Palmer now. Looking to get the best of Jake and Jared Branthwaite here. It's a decent run, tight angle, and it is not Jordan Pickford who makes the save. Who the hell is that in goal for Everton? I think it's Virginia. Interesting. Oh yeah, of course, Pickford's playing for Man City now in this, isn't he? I forgot about that. Or not Man City, sorry, Chelsea. He's playing for Chelsea now in this. Completely forgot about that. So England's number 1, no longer Everton's number 1 in this. I do find in some other career modes I've done this year, Pickford normally ends up at Bayern. So this is one of those rare occasions where he's decided to stay in the Premier League after leaving Everton. I have no plans to get rid of Jordan Pickford though in the early days of the Everton FC26 series, which, lads, I honestly can't believe is as close as it is. I'm really, really excited for it. So I hope you are too. But here's Palmer now, over to Mazraoui. Can he find Adamida? It does eventually get to him, but Mangala will deal with it. Ashley Young now, who has gone to Ipswich in real life. Still applying his trade with Everton here. Here's Decore. Lindstrom up against Hernandez, getting the better of him at the moment, and he gets the better of him again. Oh, it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin, good save from Sami Zayn. We got away with one there. Can we go on the break now with Hjulman? Into Adamida. Back with GSP. Have a go, lad. Why not? Oh, it's a decent strike, but a good save as well from the keeper. course, Mark Travers as well, the Irish goalkeeper, has joined Everton as well this summer as their backup. But in this save, he hasn't left Bournemouth. That wasn't a bad effort either, but thankfully wide of the post. You can really feel the tension in this game. You could cut it with a knife. So I really feel like we need a goal to relieve that pressure. Kone now over to Hulman. Here's Cole Palmer. Go on, George St. Pierre, take your time. Get in there! I thought for a second I'd held on to it for a bit too long. It looked like it was going wide for a second, but GSP scores a very important goal here in this title race and gives us a 1-0 lead here at Goodison Park. Really, really good finish. Really good move as well. It was patient build-up play, and the patience thankfully paid off. Palmer with the assist, GSP with the finish. You love to see it. And we are a goal to the good here as Joe Turl celebrates on that touchline. Massive, massive sigh of relief there from those travelling fans there in that corner of the pitch. And hopefully we might get one or two more where that came from. As I said, I feel like goal difference will still be very important. And I think the team that comes into the final day of the season with the best goal difference will definitely be feeling pretty confident. Because I can imagine one or two teams are going to slip up. And you look at who we're playing on the last day of the season in Arsenal, another team going for this Premier League title. It's going to be very interesting to see what it looks like when it's all said and done. Oh, that's a good block. Magnificent block there. Oh, piss off. Oh, thank God he's hit the bar. How the hell did he not put that in the back of the net? I won't complain. Maybe it's because he knows that his future manager is up against him here and he doesn't want to upset him too much. But Doucouré hits the bar. And thankfully our lead is still intact. We've scored over 100 goals this season, but we've conceded far too many as well. But thankfully that time, the crossbar saved us. And let's see now if we can take advantage of that. Last attack of the half. Adam Idah does double our advantage. 2-0 here. Great strike from the Corkman. And it doubles our advantage here going into the second 45. That is absolutely fantastic. And I tell you what, Adam Idah, of course, as I said, he is from Cork. Maybe the luck of the Irish has come in there, because Everton hit the bar and then we go right up the other end and we make it 2-0. And that will be that for this first half. I've only made one change at half-time. Lenny Yoro has come on for Lisandro Martinez, who was looking a little bit leggy. And we need the defence to be as fresh as can be. And Lenny Yoro with a great interception there, right after coming off the bench. You love to see that. Don't want any injuries or suspensions for that last game against Arsenal. We need all our options available. So let's hope that that will be the case after this is all said and done. Here's Hernandez now. Over to Hulman. And now Palmer, who's done really well there. Adam Idah, just couldn't get the strike off. Good interception there from the Everton defence. I know I don't sound the best right now, lads, but honestly, if I didn't record this now, there probably wouldn't be an episode up right now either. I really am hanging on for dear life here in terms of holding on to my voice before I lose it. But thankfully, Everton blast that shot wide. I don't think Calvert-Lewin is somebody that I'll be using much in my Everton career mode. I'll put it to you that way. Is he even still at Everton? I actually don't even know. That's something I probably should know, but I genuinely don't. I feel like there's so many transfers I've missed though this summer. Like Connor Cody going to Wrexham. I didn't see that until a few days after it happened. Just feels like there's so much. Like Victor Osimhen going to Galatasaray on a permanent deal. I didn't hear about that either until yesterday. It was crazy. Didn't think he'd stay in Turkey any longer than his loan spell, but fair play to him. 75 million as well. Quite a big fee. But yeah, I feel like this is the transfer window where I've missed the most amount of transfers. Genuinely. And it just feels like because there's so many of them happening. Yeah, I follow the likes of Fabrizio Romano and, God, what's his name, Dave Ornstein and people like that, but I still find that Unless it's to do with United, I don't really see an awful lot of them, which is annoying. But anyways, let's see what happens here with this attack. Cole Palmer has surely sealed it now. 3-0, and that will be that. We will be going on top of the league going into the final game of the season. It is far from finished, but we will be in a very, very strong position. And that's why I said goal difference is so important, because we could draw that game against Arsenal and Liverpool or Man City could win and we'd be level on points then, and whoever has the better goal difference wins the league title. So that's why it's important to win these games by as big a margin as possible. I am going to make a couple of more changes here though. Ida is tired. Let's bring on Esteban Lapal. Let's bring on Johnston as well for Mazraoui. And you know what? Kökçü can come on for Kone. Kone hasn't really done much in this game. Some fresh legs here for the final 20 minutes. Hopefully it'll lead to a few more goals as well. But Everton have been put to the sword. But I tell you what though, I'm really looking forward to using this Everton team. And I know they've made some transfers as well, and I have seen a couple of the players Everton are still linked with, which some exciting players in there. Although I will be addressing something right before the Everton career mode about the first transfer window, so do keep an eye out on the channel for that as well. I actually forgot to mention it in my reveal video, but I will put up a post about it very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Esteban Lapal has come on to make it 4-0. Oh, this is dream stuff. Absolutely fantastic. I feel a little bit guilty because this is the team we're going to be using in only a matter of weeks. But still, we are not the Everton manager right now, so I can't have any loyalty towards them just yet. But a great goal there from Esteban Lapal, who I'm thinking of loaning out for Season 2. Because I do feel like I need to bring in another striker above Adam Ida, just because of Ida's stamina. And Lapal I still want to grow, so I might loan him out. But he's come up with the goods here when it mattered most. It's 4-0. David Moyes, not looking good for you today, my friend. But I still want more. 13 minutes to go. I think 5-0 would be fantastic. Don't get me wrong, 4-0 is fantastic, but 5-0 would really be a massive statement. Let's try and not concede now as well. Clean sheets have been quite difficult to get this season. And I'd love to get one now. Oh, fantastic. Here's GSP. Going on a run again. The man who got the goal scoring started. Finds Esteban Lapal. Doesn't really have many options here. He has to go back to GSP. Go on, Palmer, make that run. Cole Palmer, surely. 5-0. Yes, it is. Oh, this is a huge, huge statement. And I tell you what, Everton aren't having the worst season in this. They're in 11th, or at least they were coming into this game. So I wasn't taking them lightly by any stretch of the imagination, but we have absolutely battered them. GSP with the great run there, playing in Cole Palmer. As I said, still chasing that golden boot. And he's, I was going to say doubled the advantage there. Bloody hell, he's put us 5-0 up. God, I can't do maths. I'm going to make one more change. I'm going to bring on Christensen. Hernandez is a little bit tired. Again, just want to make sure everybody is as fresh as possible for that Arsenal game. We have a week-long break, but you're better off being safe than sorry, is the way I'm looking at this. Here's Calvert-Lewin. Over to Mangala. Oh, don't concede now. Do not concede now, please. Oh, thank God their finishing has been absolutely atrocious. Because they have had chances, Everton. Of course, they did hit the crossbar right before we went 2-0 up. Which is why I nearly said we've doubled our advantage, because I was thinking about that moment right before we went 2-0 up. How much added time is there going to be? 3 minutes. Surely there's time to get another one. Come on. Here's Palmer. Into GSP. Is it going to be 6-0? Oh, I overplayed it. I was trying to square it for Palmer for the hat-trick. Oh, that was a dumb decision, but still, 5-0. I am thrilled with that. Absolutely thrilled, as the Oxford fans are celebrating there like we've won the league. Well, the other games hadn't been played yet, so I can't imagine that we've officially sealed it yet. Hold on. Okay, no, we haven't. For a second there, I thought we might have sealed it right there and then. I was going to say, there's no way 4 other teams all bottled it. But we will be top of the league going into the final game of the season. And hopefully those celebrations will be because we have won a Premier League title. And this is now what it comes down to. It was a 5-horse race. It has now become a 3-horse race. Aston Villa and Liverpool both drop points, so both of them will be out of the title race here on the final day. They are just fighting for that final Champions League position. We are on 80 points with a much better goal difference than both Man City and Arsenal. And of course, Arsenal are the team that we will be playing here on the final day of the season. Man City are away to Fulham, so not a very easy game for them. But really, when you look at it, a draw should be enough to win this league title. It promises to be a massive game. I'm nervous for it, but I'm excited for it. Let's get into it. Oxford versus Arsenal in really what you can describe as the Premier League Cup final. And here it is, lads, the final game of the season. Something I noticed there as well in the menu before clicking on play match was that the referee's name is John Brooks and our captain's name is Phil Brooks. So is this going to be an Oxfordshire screw job? Who knows? I mean, here, I would gladly take it. I don't care how we win this league title as long as we win it. We have gone with our full strength team. There's no changes to that Everton game. Thankfully, we escaped it without any injuries or suspensions. We only need a draw. They desperately need a win, Arsenal, and they also need Man City to slip up against Fulham. I didn't actually turn on Man City's score results or the score updates against Fulham. I've just realised I forgot to do that now, but whatever, it's not a big deal. Once we do our job, it doesn't really matter what their result is, unless they win like 30-0 or something. Then that would probably be an issue, but I'm not expecting that to happen. Cole Palmer is still chasing the Premier League Golden Boot. He's on 28 goals while Haaland is on 31. It's not impossible, but he'd have to score 4 goals here, Cole Palmer, and he would also have to hope that Haaland has a quiet day against Fulham. Neither of those things I can see happening. But we'll have a quick look here at our team just to confirm everything. Sami Zayn between the sticks, Mazraoui, Brooks, Martinez and Hernandez at the back, Hjulman, Kone and GSP in the midfield, Palmer and Maeda out wide with Adam Ida up front. With Arsenal, basically if you knew what Arsenal's team was last season, bar David Raya in goal, they've got Neto in between the sticks, it's basically your standard 24-25 Arsenal team. But hopefully, just like in 24-25, Arsenal will not be winning a Premier League title. They could still come second, but as long as they don't have the red and white ribbons around the trophy, I will be happy. But here's Kone now, over to Hjulman. I know we only need a draw, but I'd still like to win this game, just so it's completely beyond any doubt. Here's Martinelli now, over to Marino, who they're playing up front. Odegaard over to Saka. They are definitely going to be playing with more of an urgency, Arsenal, as you can see there. 2 points behind us. And they also need Man City to slip up, so they are probably the least likely team to win the league. In this final day. Or on this final day, I should say. But when there's a chance, you may as well have a go. And they certainly are having a go here. Brooks, again, caught out of position. Martinelli, thankfully, thinks he's playing bloody rugby and blasts it over the bar. We got away with one there. We really did. Sami Zayn will take the goal kick short. That's why I'd really like to get a goal here, just to calm those nerves. As Brooks goes on a run here. Over to Hjulman. And now Kone. I definitely think in the summer, though, we will be looking at getting in another centre-back. Maybe another midfielder, but definitely a striker. And we will need a new backup goalkeeper as well, because Schmeichel did actually ask to leave the club. We did accept an offer from West Ham. I forgot to mention that earlier. It was only for around 2 million. So, yeah. And of course, we will only be signing players that we used in career mode this year on the channel. But I do have quite a few players shortlisted. So we will have a look at that at the end of the episode as well. But it's still honours even here. Although it feels like we're winning this game, because we are not the ones who desperately need the 3 points. Martinelli with his Pass intercepted there, but he has it here again. Sami Zayn with the save. It's not going to go out for a corner. It's going to hit the post. Oh my goodness me, for the second time in this episode, the woodwork has saved us. And we scored from the counter-attack the first time. Can we do it here as well the second time with GSP? No, we can't. Oh, you can cut this tension with a knife, lads. I know I said it in the Everton game, but multiply that by 5 in this game, honestly. Here's Adamida. He's got the pace. He's up against Saliba. It's a tight angle, but he's still going to have a shot, and now we hit the bloody post. Oh, I can't believe that. I just cannot believe that. Here's Hernandez now. Oh, just won't go in the back of the net for anybody. Will it for Theo Hernandez? Oh, yes, it will! Oh, fantastic strike by Theo Hernandez, who has popped up with a few goals this season, but none bigger than this. It's 1-0 to Oxford here, the FC25 Career Mode Dream Team Oxford United squad. And that could have put one of our hands on the Premier League trophy. Beautiful strike. I think it actually clipped the top of the crossbar. Let's have a look from this angle. Yes, it did. Bloody hell, the woodwork finally working in our favour this time. And we are 1-0 up. What am I saying? The woodwork has actually helped us twice, but you know what I mean. Us hitting the woodwork has actually worked in our favour. You get what I mean. But it's 1-0 here. Just over 10 minutes to go before half-time. Again, I'd happily have the game end here, genuinely. I mean, I would have happily had it end at 0-0, but 1-0 I would gladly take. But we know it's never that easy here on the channel, bloody hell. Good save there by Sami Zayn. They're playing with a lot of intensity, Arsenal. They really are. They're like a team desperate to get anything from this game to have that chance to win the league. Well, I say anything from this game. They need a win. But again, you get what I mean. I'm not feeling well, lads. I'm sure that's been made very clear. Oh, throughout this episode. Good save again by the goalkeeper. And again, I'm just trying to get those excuses in there in case we bottle this. At least then I can say, well, you know what? I was feeling ill, so it is what it is. But genuinely, this bloody head cold I've had, it's been on and off for like probably the last year. So really, you could say that the FC25 career modes have stressed the life out of me. Nah, I'm only joking. They've been so much fun. They really have. And it would be a great way to wrap it up here in this series by not only winning this league title, but eventually winning a quadruple. That is the goal. We have 3 seasons to do it. As GSP hits the bloody crossbar. Oh my goodness me. How many times are we going to hit the woodwork in this game? Oh, well, the last time we hit the woodwork before that strike, it worked in our favour and we went 1-0 up. But now it stops us from going 2-0 up here. But still, we are the team that are currently top of the table with quite a decent gap now. Hopefully we can finish the job off here in the second half. Alright, let's get into it. It's Arsenal who kick things off here. Again, they still need a win. We are currently Premier League champions. I don't know what the score is in the Man City game, but right now, that does not matter at all. As Saka, who goes on the attack here. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I bloody knew that was coming. Merino has equalised for Arsenal. I mean, he should be picking up the ball there. A draw is not enough for them. It is enough for us, though. But that definitely makes things a little bit more nervy. Not the start that we were hoping to get off to here in the second 45. It's poor marking. He never should have been allowed to get that shot off. And it's 1-1 here on the night. But we are still on top of the table. Now we just need to not do anything silly with it. Here's Kone. Over to Maeda. Kone. Oh, Fulham are 2-0 up! Fulham are 2-0 up against Man City! So we could actually... No, I was going to say we could lose this game and still win the league. No, of course we can't. Arsenal would end up winning it. But Man City have basically knocked themselves out of the title race. Would you believe it? Well, that makes me even more anxious now to get a goal. Because this really is now the cup final that I was making it out to be. Here's GSP, excuse me, what a time to burp. Not a great place to give away that ball though. Marino now over to Thomas Partey. Saka. Oh, good ball over to Marino. Oh no, you have to be joking. Oh no. Oh, I can't believe this. Half an hour to go, and Gabriel Martinelli has put Arsenal 2-1 up here, and now they will be top of the league. I can't actually believe that. Right, I'm making a change here. I was going to make this change at half-time. I'm going to make it now. Ida's had a very quiet game. Hernandez, who got the goal, is going to go up to left wing. I'm actually going to bring on Alistair Johnston, put Mazraoui over at left back. I know he's tired, but I don't really care. Oh, that has put a very, very big spanner in the works here. And now we're the ones who fall behind in this Premier League title race. I can't actually believe that. In a game where we only need a draw. And now we're currently losing. Oh, Palmer loses it. Oh, I can feel it slipping away, lads. I can feel this Premier League title slipping away. Martinelli. Oh, the good ball into Marino. Oh my God, that took a very, very awkward deflection. But we now have the ball again with Kone. Not a great ball. Like, that's not where I wanted that ball to go at all. I was trying to play it into the feet of Maeda. I didn't want him to run onto it that way. Kone with a really good interception there. And Brooks then decides to flip and lose it. Marino! Oh my God, that would have sealed it. That would have sealed it. Sami Zayn not looking happy, and I tell you what, I'm not bloody happy either. But thank God this prick is coming off. I'm not even gonna mention that any more than I need to. Declan Rice comes on the pitch, and bloody hell, was that him who got the touch there? Yes, it was. Well, the former Irishman very nearly sealed the league title there for Arsenal. Hernandez over to Hulman. What the fuck was that? What was that for a pass? Here's Rice now over to what's his name? Ben White. Odegaard. I think that's going to go out for a corner. Yeah. We can't even get the fucking ball now. Brooks will deal with that. No, he won't. It's back to them. And we have it now again with GSP. We badly need to go on the break here. Here's Mazraoui. Over to Maeda. Come on, please. I don't believe this. I actually can't believe this. Have we seriously bottled this? 5 minutes left, lads. It's slipping away. I think the title has slipped away from us. Oh, what a ball. That's it. Good save. Good save by... Really? 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 I'm not muted. I'm just deflated. We only needed a draw from this game. And we are currently losing at 3-1 with only a few minutes left. The biggest bottle job we have ever experienced on the channel. Bar none. I am absolutely devastated. Oh my God, we give the ball away yet again. We don't deserve this Premier League title. We really don't. Oh my God, of all teams as well, bloody Arsenal. Well, look, you only get what you deserve in football, really, don't you? And we just didn't deserve this Premier League title. And we don't get it. Arsenal have done it. The Premier League title race came right down to the wire. They're not celebrating like a team who've just won the league, Arsenal. They're very muted. Lads, you haven't won the league in 21 years, and this is how you're celebrating it. Unless Man City have pulled off a miraculous comeback against Fulham, which I highly doubt. Oh, that is absolutely devastating. I actually can't put into words how gutted I am right now. We lose 3-1 here. Arsenal are clearly saving their title celebration for the Emirates, but ours will have to wait for at least another year. Well, Man City actually did pull back a draw against Fulham, but I can't actually... Oh my god, lads, I can't believe that. The final game of the season, we only needed a draw, and somehow we end up losing it 3-1. That is absolutely devastating. And I know I said coming into the season that top 4 was the goal, and we've achieved that. But when the title is that close, when you're that close to winning the Premier League title, oh, that's such a devastating way to lose it. I actually am lost for words. I really, really am. Right then, let's have a look at who won the other competitions. Fulham beat Manchester United in the FA Cup final. God, they're really rubbing salt in the wound now. My career mode team can't win a trophy, and neither can my real life team. Really, really rubbing it in here. This has not been a very happy episode for me. But Fulham will be playing Arsenal in the Community Shield in an all-London affair. The League Cup was won by Liverpool. They drew 1-1 with Chelsea, but then won the game 4-3 on penalties. This feels like a very regular occurrence. Liverpool beating Chelsea in penalties in a cup final. That seems to happen very, very often. It happened twice in one season back in 2022. So, yeah, Chelsea just can't seem to escape losing cup finals to Liverpool on penalties. But anyways, in the Champions League, Barcelona beat Inter Milan by 3-1. So it's a rematch of the real-life semi-final from that season. And Barcelona end up getting revenge and winning another Champions League title. The Europa League was won by Porto, beating Galatasaray by 2-1. Porto winning their first Europa League title since 2011. They won that one in Dublin as well, which is a bit of history there for you. But they are the ones who win the Europa League in this campaign. And the Conference League was won by Lask, beating Ghent by 3-1 in that final. Of player stats, Cole Palmer did end the season with 30 goals and 17 assists, which is absolutely incredible. He was a very, very good player to use in the United career mode, and he's carried over that form into this series, so you love to see that. Adam Ida with 26 and 8, but I still feel like I need to bring in another striker because Adam Ida just gets stupidly tired for somebody who's a 24-year-old professional footballer. He should have much better stamina than what he actually has. So for that reason, I do feel like I will need to go in for another striker. And this man here, Esteban Lapaul, I do think I'll loan him out. Because we saw how great he was in the Montreal series. But I just feel like in this career mode, he'll have to go somewhere else to build up those stats before becoming one of the main players of this team. Daizen Maeda, 23 goals and 8 assists, Mr. Consistent, the man who can play anywhere across the front line, had another fantastic season here, which is great to see. GSP with 12 goals and 27 assists. He led the way with assists in this season, so fair play to him. Hernandez with 6 and 7. Kukçu with 5 and 10, which is decent. Schulman with 3 and 8. Johnston with 3 and 3. Kone with 2 and 3, but he was mainly playing games towards the end of the season, starting games that is. Goodrum got a couple of goals as well. Mazraoui got 1 and 1, and then there's a couple of players there out on loan who we will be selling in the summer. And speaking of the summer, we will be making some changes to the squad in that transfer window. And of course, we are only allowed to sign players who we used in any of our main series from FC25 we did on the channel this year. So I'll scroll down here just so you can have a look at who we have shortlisted. I might be forgetting some players here as well, lads, so please do feel free to remind me if I haven't shortlisted anybody here that you think I should be including. Let me just go up the list one more time quite slowly just so that you can have a look. But I definitely feel like we need another striker. We will need another backup goalkeeper. I'd love to get a midfielder, and yeah, anywhere else that I feel like the squad needs improvement, I will of course invest in. And obviously we'll need a backup right winger as well, because Nicholas Kuhn, and where is he? Francisco, I think he's down here somewhere. Yeah, I was a bit torn as to which one I was going to include in this squad. And in the end, I decided it was Francisco, but I actually forgot to include him in the squad before I started this save. So that is another position we will need to address for the second season of this career mode. But that will do it for Season 1 of this FC25 Career Mode Dream Team. It ends in heartbreaking fashion. Despite the fact we actually did achieve our goal of getting into the top 4, we bottled the Premier League title on the last game of the season. That's going to sting for a while, but I tell you what, it's just lit that fire under me even more to win as much as we can in Season 2. The goal, of course, is to win the quadruple, and we only have 2 more seasons to do that. Can we do it here in this second season? If you did enjoy this episode, lads, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel as well, and I will talk to you all next week for the first episode of Season 2 of this Dream Team Career Mode. Take care.